So our dumplings are ready, and this is what they look like. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Are you okay? In your neck of the woods? When we dry them up, too cool. Now go too deep, you know. Yeah, you have to watch Joe, you know. Our troops, see there? Apple cider vinegar and our troops. Come up right, make them get saturated in the gravy and all of that. On today's episode of the Jamaican cooking journey, I will share with you how to make green banana dumplings. Yes, green banana dumplings. I have that on my list of to-do videos for almost 3 years. In fact, I have a planting dumpling there that is running about 4 or 4.5 years. And you can go and check out my playlist of dumpling videos. I have carrot, I have bulgur, I have cornmeal. Not sure if I add plain flour, but I have quite a few dumpling videos, and I'll be adding this one to it. So let's proceed. It's something similar to the green plantain dumpling, but you will see as we grate it that this banana has more moisture than the green plantain. And as I said to you before, in the green banana flaxseed and stuffed porridge that I had there, the plantain has more starch than the green banana. Okay, so in fact, back in the days when we would use a plantain starch too, we would use plantain starch along with cassava starch to starch stuff. We would use plantain starch too. Yes, I can remember my mother putting the green plantain through a process to get starch. So let's get into it. So for this video, you're gonna need some peeled green bananas, and I had left them in some water because the water helps it not to oxidize so fast. However, at the end of it, these dumplings may come with a little gray color because of the oxidization on the banana. And the person who is going to ask, Miss Debbie, what can we do not to make the bananas oxidize? I can't say that. Maybe you'd have to. I don't know, maybe Google. Let's get into it. Now, we're going to be using the part that we use to grater. If you're going to ask me if you can do it in your food processor, if you want to try, but it will not come out the texture as the grate. Okay, so let's start. So, just going to be grating it. And this is how it looks. Let me show you. You see it? You see you see the plantain, it would be more dry. So we are going to grate these on the little grated side right here. Taking care that each as you grate and you go along, you might get some little flat pieces like this breaking off. You don't need that in the mixture. So you got to dispose of it in the water or somewhere. I'm going to get these 5 bananas. I'm using 5. And try to use bananas that are not turned, that are just genuine. You see, as you grate it, it breaks off. Same thing with the plantain. Don't try to get this in there. So, I'm going to grate it and come back. And as you can see, look at it. This is what the green banana. Try to remember not to have these in there. Okay, this is the grated green banana. This is what it looks like. You see how moist it is? The plantain is not so moist. You see it? So we want to get it now in a bowl that we are going to put our flour in. Mind you, remember I told you to feel out the other, you know, you don't want any little flat ends in there. See, I see piece here. The green banana is, as you grate it, it tends to break away. Huh? All right. Now, what you want to do, you're going to add some flour. Just a small amount of liquid will be needed because this has some moisture in there. So we're going to put in some flour, and that is like about 3/4 of a cup of green banana. Grated green banana. Or half a cup, I would say. To this, you want to add a little salt. Oh, just as you would be making your regular dumpling. I'm putting about 1/4 teaspoon. So you can do your measurement. This I am putting in is quite optional. I'm just putting that in. I like to have my dumplings with a little butter. You might not be that person. So let us move this around. with the banana. So what you're gonna do, your hands are gonna be messy. So you know, some people really don't like this process. No, they don't. So we can take all of our flour in this. So you're gonna use your hands to incorporate. Your hands should be clean from the start. So you're gonna use your hands to incorporate the flour into the green banana mixture and get everything coming together. So we're gonna do that, and I'm telling you that you might just need maybe a tablespoon or two of water. Don't play with this one now. Hence, I'm gonna be putting about 2 teaspoons. Now, there's always correction to this. If it gets too soft, you add some more flour. Okay? So I am gonna go now and get this all kneaded in. I don't think you'll need any more flour. You see the moisture? You see? Yeah. So I would say about 2 cups of flour, half cup or 3/4 of a cup of grated green banana, and you're going to knead right in. And I'm gonna do this and return. Okay, all combined, and this is what it looks like. So let me tell you something about this dough. This dough is not gonna come smooth. It doesn't matter how long you leave it for, because the bananas, the green bananas that you grate, it has that texture. The flour is not able to counteract that texture. So you will have it, it will taste refined, but you will have the dough with these little ruffiness on it. Rough. Look. You see? Let me fold it and show you. You see that? You will never see a cornmeal or a plain flour dumpling looking like that. So you'll have to knead it. And as I said before, you don't need a lot of water. The grated green banana has enough moisture to cool the flour with it to form the dough. The butter there, on the other hand, is quite optional. As I did say, it only makes it a little more nicer, more flavor. So that's why I put the butter. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to boil it, and I'm going to leave it just as you would leave a regular dough to rest. And when we return, we'll be making some banana dumplings. Once I go off, I'll be getting my pot all worked up with some water. You know, say a dumpling and salt, we use cooked water. Right? You could, however, to put a little butter in the water if you don't want to knead it in the flour. So this is how my hands look, and as I told you, it's just a little different from the regular cornmeal or flour. It has this rough texture due to the banana texture. Put it in the food processor, will not give you this texture. You will get the moisture, but the food processor is not good enough to give you this texture from the grater. Okay, so I'll leave my water to get preheated, because you cook these in boiling water. You start them off in boiling water. I'm gonna go get my hands washed, cover this, let it stay there for 15 minutes, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how we do this. Okay, now this is the dough. You see the texture of the dough? As it easily breaks off. Look at it. It doesn't have that amount of stretch in there. You see it? That is what the green banana makes. That is the texture that the green banana doesn't give to it. Remember I told you it's going to be a bit rough? Okay, no. We're going to treat it as the regular dumpling. Look at it. And if you notice, it is getting a bit on the darker side. That's the nature, that's the texture. But it is a beautiful dumpling. It is soft, it is nice. The green banana acts upon the amount of that thing in the flour. Whether camera girl, starch or gluten, and makes it, the green banana breaks it down. It's not that tight, so to speak. So as with all other dumplings, you put them in boiling water. You shape them the same. Shape them how you want to shape them. Whether you want to make soup dumpling, you want to make pinners, whatever you want to do. It's just the same. It's just a different type of dumpling. It eats really good. It is thebomb.com in Jamaican pepper pot soup. Banana dumplings, green banana dumplings. So as I said with any other dumplings, you make it. You see how it cooks? It's cooking. Yeah. You don't want it cooked any higher. You're just going to let it cook right there. and you will see. We are going to put these in, leave them to cook, and when they are properly cooked, I'll come back. I'm going to cut into one and show you what it looks like. So for the people that wants the recipe, it would be like a 3/4 of a cup of green bananas, grated green banana, 2 1/4 or 2 1/2 cups of flour, whether it be all purpose. You could use bread flour too to make this. Like a little pinch of salt to taste, and as I said, optional, that tablespoon of butter. If you don't want it, you leave it out. Okay, you could put a little butter in the water, and then you saw I use like just 2 tablespoons of water. You don't need a lot of water for this, as you're gonna get green banana fritters. So I'm gonna put those in, and when they are, I'm just gonna treat them as a regular dumpling. Stir them around when I'm through, because if you don't stir them, they are going to stick. Have enough water to cover them. I'll catch you in the next clip. Look at us now, halfway through the cooking process. You don't need to squeeze a lime in this. This is the power of the green banana. Look how it oxidizes in the water, and the dumplings are getting dark. These dumplings, when they are ready, they are supposed to have a grayish color. Okay, the banana is in the dough, and that is what makes this green banana dumpling different. The texture, and most of all, the color. Gonna let it cook until it's solid and come back. So our dumplings are ready, and this is what they look like. These are green banana dumplings. This is how they look. This is how they look, and let me tell you, they are so nice. Because you're gonna ask me all about all of these that comes on it. This is the nature of it. So I'm gonna remove them right now. I'm gonna drain them properly and remove them. There's nothing you can do that can have them looking like the pure cornmeal. This is the nature. So I'm gonna be removing them. You wanna drain them though. And it look like me. I forgot to make banana dumpling more often in a family. So they look neat in camera, girl. Then all the other dumpling them. Yeah. You want to drain them. So you can serve this up with your protein type, your steamed cabbage, your vegetable, your color, your steamed cabbage, and your saltfish, and you name it, the works. And I'm going to tell you something about these dumplings that I know you don't know, because you have never had them, or if you are not familiar with them. When you smell them, you literally smell the green banana. That is the power of the green banana. So, yeah, let me clean around the plate. Nice. If you know anything about green banana dumplings, let somebody that know about it tell you. Those people that grew up in the country like my age, back in the days, green banana dumplings. Back in the days, green banana dumplings. You can put some butter on them. You can lather them up and have them. You can serve them up with your protein choice, your protein type of choice. If you have liked this video, remember to give it a big fat thumbs up. Remember to make sure that you are subscribed. When you do subscribe, you know what to do. In the description of this and all my other videos, I'm going to leave for you to go and check out my playlist of dumplings. Yeah, then you'll see. I think I have more to add to them. Oh, there was a cassava dumpling. We had carrot, we had bulgur, we had cornmeal. Now we are adding to this green banana. We have green plantain dumplings. Tell me what you know about these. Look at them. Properly cooked. You know, see a white flour agreement. Waxy. Some stewed chicken, some curry chicken, some salt mackerel, you name it. please do enjoy when you do make them. Thanks for the love. And you know, Khadija Nayabingi, I think it was she that asked Miss Debbie, can you show us to do green banana dumplings? But it was on my list for over 3 years, and I don't know how that slipped me. I don't know, family. But I think it's the right time now. Please do enjoy. There's so many different things that you can serve it up with. Tell me what you know about green banana dumpling. Tell me what you know about that. Go check out my green plantain dumpling and all my other dumplings and check them out. This is a good one too. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Remember to be you, do you. Most of all, love you. Some green banana dumplings.